Right, guys, welcome back to the Physique Academy podcast. This is the podcast where we talk all things training, nutrition, lifestyle. Today's special guest is a veteran rugby player, prolific trier, played for Chorley Panthers, local lad, Wigan Warriors, Warrington Wolves, Sale Sharks.
Yeah.
That's the last one. It's Josh Charnley, everybody. How we doing, bro?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good. Not too bad. Now, today's podcast, mate, we're just going to talk on your sort of mindset, your mental resilience, your background, from high school going into rugby, and basically, what it takes to be, at the top of the sport effectively, because that's, what you are. But first and foremost, I just wanted to know how you actually knew George Armstrong.
So me and George Armstrong had a mutual friend, and at the time, we spent a lot of time together. So I think, like you say, George is a bubbly person, and I was full of energy at the time as well. So me and him just connected through that, and then we've just been mates since. We've done a lot of things together. So yeah, it's just our friendship grew, and we just.
And you were sort of like part of the early Physique Academy days, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did a lot with George.
Yeah, George and Mike Hughes pursue fitness, so we did a lot together.
Yeah, George, I think, actually used to do some modelling for Pursue Fit.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Still going strong. Isn't it? But, growing up in Chorley, what sort of clicked for you as a teenager coming into sort of pro rugby? Because you were Chorley Panthers at the age of like 12, 13, quite young.
Yeah.
And then you went to Wigan just after that.
Yeah. So a lot of sacrifice probably. All my mates were going out, weekends going onto the park, just being normal kids. But I had to pull myself away from not being out late on a Friday because I trained Saturday morning, or missing a party. They used to go to Park Hall on like team, like a group out in like a Heaven Teen thing. I used to miss all stuff like that because I had sacrifice. I wanted to be something. So like I say, the sacrifice, you're missing out on people's birthdays and that as a teenager. Then you get like, why is Charnley not coming along to this?
Because you got to travel to like all these different
games.
But
like I just didn't want to.
You just wanted to commit yourself.
Yeah, because you only get one shot at something really, and if you don't get it, you're disheartened and you don't try as hard as what you think you're going to go into it. So I tried fully committing into being the best version of myself, and like I say, sacrifice is a massive part of professional sport because you do miss a lot of things. But yeah, I think
so that's going to be non-negotiable, isn't it? Is like that athlete's mentality. If you want to be, like, say, at the top of the sport, you're going to have to, like, the people that don't make those sacrifices, like, might make it but might not do it as well because they weren't as committed. For like the weekends, they weren't making them sacrifices for like nights out or birthdays, which isn't easy, I suppose. But it's that's sort of like what goes on behind the scenes if you actually want to do well in something.
Yeah, you've got to be selfish. You got to think about yourself. I put my hands up. I am selfish if the family are going out and I'm like, I can't be going on a big walk today because I'm playing tomorrow. Like I'll pull myself out of the situation. It's just I'm just used to that because I've been embedded in this style of work ethic for over 17 years now. I've been a pro. So
was it 2008 would have been?
Yeah. So I signed pro 2008 just after leaving school.
Mm-hmm. So and was that like a turning point that made you realise you wanted to take it seriously because of, again, the sacrifices that parents would have been making at the time before you could drive and all that sort of stuff?
I think it was. It's just, so when I was at Wigan, they sent everyone, all the young lads had to go out and learn a trade. So I chose bricklaying. So I went out and worked as well as train. So you'd go in training in the morning. I think it was like 5 o'clock. You do your weights, then you go to work, and then at night you'd go back and do the field. Mm-hmm. So like you do that Tuesday, Thursday night, it just shows you've got it easier in sport than working if you're going to be, do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
It was just like a way, like, right.
Is that something universally that a lot of people do?
I don't know. It was just Wigan at the time. Yeah. It was like, this is how we're going to run you, because you need to show that it is harder, probably working, grafting, digging holes or whatever they wanted to do. Because a lot of lads that aren't probably academically smart in rugby, like, I didn't do really well in school. Like, it's just a given, I think. We're good at a sport and I stuck to it. But like I said, Wigan made everyone go out and get a trade or a degree in something, so then you have something to fall back on when you retire, because our career's not long. Like I said, I've been lucky enough. I've been blessed for 17 years now, where I've been able to play, and I've had no serious injuries, or like I've been genuinely lucky and looked after myself. So, well, some of the lads will play 1 year, do the ACL, get back, do the other ACL, and they're like, I'm
Well, once it starts, then it's just it's a recurring pattern, isn't it?
Yeah. So Wigan at the time, they did everyone go out, like I say. So I worked before training, and I had to start leaving training a little bit early on Tuesdays and Thursdays to get to Wigan. And the guy at the time was like, you need to make a decision. Are you going to choose work or are you going to choose rugby? So I was like, you can screw your job.
Yeah, but you still do bricklayer, don't you?
Yeah. So I still keep my hand in it. So fast forward to when I left Wigan, I went to Sale Sharks, and then you get player sponsors. So like a company will sponsor a player for, I don't know, $5,000, and then you've got to do like things through the year, go and see them, go out for food with them. Like, so my player sponsor was a guy called Colin Ratcliffe. He has a company called Brookhouse, who I actually still work for now. So from 2016 to like I was meant to be in yesterday, but I went fishing. But to like this day, I still work for him.
Right. And how many days a week is it you do that?
Depends when we're off. Literally, I'll text him Sunday night, and I've got Wednesday, Friday off this week, and then he'll text me Tuesday night, you can work.
And
tomorrow.
what's sort of the motivation that keeps you in that, just to sort of keep you grounded in other elements?
It just keeps my hand in it. I don't want to be one of these people who you see a lot of people in sport, especially in rugby league, like, because we're not really paid well to other professional sports like your football, your rugby union. So you've still got a mortgage to pay for. Like, we can't pay our mortgages off because, like I say, my next door neighbour earns more money than me. Like, and I'm professional, and he just works on railway. Like, it's mad. That's how it works. But
why do you think there is such such a massive difference in the way football players?
I don't. Advertisement.
Rugby,
businessmen. I don't know what it is.
Or like engagement in the sport.
Yeah, it must be. Like, rugby league's not really advertised as much as you see football everywhere. Like, you drive into like Manchester, you'll see banners of United and City everywhere, but you won't see many of Salford Red Devils, who the rugby league team in Manchester. Like, there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I think it must be this advertisement side of it all, the businessmen. So yeah, so like I say, I've got to keep my hand in something, because when I do hang the boots up, I have to flick the switch and then become a builder.
Yeah, there you go. Got to make that big switch.
Yeah,
that full-time transition. Going back to when you it was 17, you first started pro. You went to Wigan.
Yeah.
How many years was it you stayed in the league before you made that transition to Sale Sharks in Union?
So I left Wigan in 2016. So what was that now? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I feel like 7 years. And then, like I say, I would just drive into work the same way. Everything was repetitive, and I was like, I need to mix it up here. I had opportunity to, like I say, go overseas, but Zoe fell pregnant with our first child, so I didn't really want to up and leave, and my mum and dad not seeing the grandchild, and so it was one of those where I needed to come up with something else, and rugby union was the only option. I didn't want to go to another rugby league team, because I wanted to try something new, test myself. So yeah, rugby union was the shout, and luckily enough, I had interviews at different teams around the country, but the one when I went to Sale just felt right. It felt like home. They welcomed with open arms, and it was nice to go into a new club being wanted, I think.
Yeah, and that sort of transition, because it's a lot more physically demanding, isn't it, Union?
Yeah.
How was that, like, adapting into?
I enjoyed it, Yeah, I really enjoyed it, because I'm used to making a tackle, getting back 10, where you make a tackle in there, you only have to take one step back. Like, you're saving so much energy. So like, I enjoyed the learning of it all. There were new rules all the time. I played a few games, but I didn't really get much game time, because I think if you fielded more internationals in a team, you get more money off the RFU. And because I was an import, basically, I didn't really bring any money to the club, if that makes sense. So I didn't really get much game time. When I did play, I enjoyed it and tried me all.
Nice, man. And when you were at like your at Wigan Warriors, I think in 2013, you got like, what was it? I think I read somewhere you got 43.
Yeah, I think it
tries.
was. Yeah.
Would you say that's been like a highlight for you? Like
I think I was one off the record.
One off the record.
Yeah, to breaking it.
That is at like an elite level. What do you think is sort of separates you from, you know, the people that like are wingers for other clubs that has sort of allowed you to sort of excel like that?
I manifest a lot. I try and work a lot on me because
Again, the sacrifice.
yeah. I write down everything. I've got a notepad with bits in that there's 2 notepads in the van. I just jot stuff down. Like, so I try and, like I say, look after myself first, and then anything else after that it just goes with it.
Yeah, and you seem like a pretty disciplined guy. You know, your early morning rituals, mate, that you were talking to me about before, getting up at 4 a.m. Even if you do only fall asleep at like midnight.
You've got to do it, yeah. You just got to be done. Like you say, if you don't get up that morning and you have a poor day, you think, right, it's because I've not done this. So I like to know that I'm regimented in certain things. It might be OCD, like it might be. It's just the way I am. My wife lets me get on with what I do, and the kids understand. So everyone in my household knows what I'm like.
Is that family dynamic? Are you all sort of similar? Your wife into training as well?
Yeah, so she's into training. We have an autistic child, so she's very hands on with him. So he's like her safety blanket. So Zoe don't really get much to like go out because Axel's literally locked on her hip. So but Zoe's work ethic is she's hungry for work as well, and she trains. So like our household is a fit household.
Yeah, nice man. Yeah. I think you need that, you know, because otherwise, again, it creates a lot of distractions. You know, like some of the clients that we work with, if their partner is so like dissociated, like not at all, like them, or like at least trying to get into like some form of healthy routine, it's just another sort of distraction, isn't it, from people attacking the goals and actually getting to where they need to be. Yeah. Especially when it comes to like, you know, meals out and stuff.
Food as well, yeah. Like if
be a big one.
Yeah, so like us, we'll all eat together, like so
have the same meals.
Yeah, so it's just easier instead of like some days I'll have a burger and Zoe's like, I can't have a burger. She'll just cook her own stuff. Where I know I can eat that because I've worked a little bit harder through the week. So I'll like watch my calorie intake and then watch my calorie outtake. I'm quite balanced with what I do. I'm not strict on what I eat, but I'm like, I will watch. And Zoe's the same. Zoe was with George in how long ago now? She got absolutely jacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but she just stuck to that plan since. So she'll have like just balance in it. It's life. Like you can't be so regimented in it, but she'll have a few months on, few week off, and just ticks away with that. So, like I say, we are good with what we eat. We're not sloppy or anything, but.
From what you were saying before, it wasn't always like that as well, because that was like quite an early struggle, wasn't it?
Yeah, mate. Like I say, I didn't jam butties and Pampers. Yeah, like I'm not lying. That's not what it was like. I think I should have got a picture. There's a picture of me at Christmas dinner. My dad like force feeding me chicken. Like I have to send it so you can put it on.
Yeah, I was gonna say send it and we'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, so like that's what I mean. I was so bad with food. It was just one of those where as soon as I started eating a little bit more, I started bulking up a little bit, and then I was like, because I was training with my dad at Pascal's gym, I started to like lift only small weights. I was underage anyway for the gym.
Yeah, you're still growing in development.
Yeah, so like my dad would like, no, you can't do that. You can do this. Like, so it's one of those where I started eating a bit of chicken and started putting a bit of size on.
And for like your body compositional goals, you know, there's that always been the goal really, just to stay lean and put on some mass.
Yeah, so I'm quite consistent with my weight. I stay around 102 kilo. So I know if I go a little bit lower or a little bit higher, it might play with my head a little bit. So I try and stay around 102. So yeah, it's weather today. Like I gotta stay hydrated because I'm playing tomorrow. So like more water intake today than carbs. So yeah, I'm quite good with, like I said, the balance of how I know my body runs.
And leading up to like game day, what do you have like a carb loading strategy?
Yeah,
you know?
smash carbs. So like today, I'll.
How many sort of grams are we talking?
Oh man, I got M&S. So I get everything from M&S before a game. I don't know why. It's just.
It's expensive.
Yeah, expensive. Especially when you're playing 4 times a week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
4 times a month. Sorry. So yeah, I get a full tray of lasagna. So I'll smash that, and then I'll have 6 pieces of garlic bread. And then I'll do, I think it's like 350 grams of rice pudding. So that's like my pre-match.
Jesus.
And then I'll have tomorrow is like, I usually have like pesto pasta, couscous, a bit of chicken. And then I usually have just a light breakfast. That's usually 4 hours. I have the pasta 4 hours before I play as well. And then I just drip feed like gels and...
Right, and is this like before every single game?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you see changes in your body like after you've done that? Like there must be like some level of water retention from smashing that amount of.
No, I don't think I do. Like I say, I feel like because I've done it for so long.
Just adapted.
Yeah.
To it.
It just adapts, and I'm like, because I know if I don't have certain things, it'll play with my head knowing that if I have a shit game, I'm like, fuck, I didn't have my rice pudding yesterday because it was out of stock, so I had to like have apple crumble and custard, like, and I just got to make sure that I get the right intake.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, going back to like your sort of coming up through Wigan, what was like the expectancy with that? Because you know, you got a lot more eyes on you. It started to get like at that point. And did it feel more like a pressure or a privilege to sort of come into that sort of space when you've got a lot more eyes on you, and you know, when you're performing at a high level, you'll have that sort of expectancy.
Yeah, so especially with Wigan, because Wigan were still are probably the leading club in rugby league. So it was just like a privilege and an honour to be a part of their team at the time. I've got a mad work ethic, so I knew if I worked hard on me,
rewards.
Yeah, and then the rewards come on the back of that. So all the coaches at the time said I always had a really high work ethic. I'd do everything. So like in rugby, like there's things that you're seeing and things that are unseen, and I try to do as much as I can unseen, because you won't see it, but
behind the scenes,
my coach will see that. Or like there's like little 1%ers that. So I used to work on them all the time, and then that's what got me, I think, to probably where I am today, because I worked harder off the ball and probably when I did on the ball.
Well, those like 1%ers, what sort of examples could you think?
So like if someone's carrying the ball, you're pushing with them to hold a defender off.
Right, yeah.
Or I'm in like eye line of someone else. If he's going to throw a pass, I'm there, just he can't throw it. Like there's just certain like say 1% efforts that reward the team, not just you.
Have you had moments where like you've proper doubted yourself though? You know, like, have you like where you've maybe even, you know, questioned your future in the sport? Because like you were saying before, you know, it's you're not in it for the longest time. You know, you've been in for 17 years now, so you must have had moments where you've sort of questioned that. Yeah,
it was about 4 years ago. I was at Warrington Wolves, and I just weren't getting picked. I weren't. It was mad. He just told me that he was going to play I got banned for a tripping incident, which weren't a trip. I just had my leg out, a kid's falling over it. I got banned for a game. So then the coach at the time said, I'm going to put him on the wing. I was like, yeah, no worries. Like, and that was it. I didn't play again.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was like, what's going on? Like, and then I'd say I'd have to go to training away from the club with the academy. And then I was like, you're not here because you're not insured to train with us. So it was like trying to play on my head. And I thought, you know what? I'm done. Like, I weren't enjoying it. I was like morbid. Like, I weren't a dad because I was bringing work home with me. So I was like away from everyone at home. I was like a shell of myself. So like I really did question like, why am I doing it? So I was like speaking to, I've got a really close friend, Sam Tompkins in rugby league, and I was talking to him. He lives in France at the minute. So I was on the phone to him. I was like, mate, well, I'm done. Like, and he was like, mate, don't be stupid. Like, you're still 29, 30 at the time. Like, you've still got loads to give. And then my agent was like, well, you can leave if you want. I was like, get me out. I said, I'll go anywhere. Literally, I wasn't bothered if I had to travel to the bottom of the country. I'd have got out. So I got out, signed at Leigh, which was in the division below Super League. So I dropped down a league, and I got the love for the game again. The lads I was with, they were a good group of lads. It was like everything was balanced well, so we train hard, but then we'd have a good off-field like connection. Like everyone go for coffees, go for a team piss up, everyone have a feed.
Like team culture.
Yeah.
Like morale.
Wives and girlfriends would all meet up, go for food, or like it gelled. So I thought, you know what, I'm enjoying it. And then League got promoted to the Super League, and you know, they were good because I was moving back up with them. I signed 2 years with them, And then it was just, I got a love of the game again, started finding my feet, and then we got to, Leigh had never won the Challenge Cup for 70 odd years, and we won it 2023, which is probably like the best bit of silverware I've won with the club. Just the way that everyone wrote Leigh off, said they were going to get relegated again, and we just proved everyone wrong.
Right, that's such like a good feeling as well.
Yeah, like I say, because I was thinking about retiring 2 years before that, and I was like, I'm so glad I didn't.
When you were at
Warrington, yeah. So then when, so the night before we all presented like each other's shirt. So like the centre, he spoke about what he means to him, and then I got up, and then I just said like I was going to retire 2 years ago, and like I've got a chance to win more silverware. So like it was good listening to everyone's whys, and that was my why, because I was like, I need to prove that I'm still, in this for the long run.
For the long run, yeah. And like for like one of your proud moments, I mean that could be one of them. You scored your 300th try last year. Yeah. Well, what are like some of the proudest moments that keeps you sort of motivated, that keeps that fire in your belly, to sort of again show up every year, and keep that sort of discipline, that mental resilience?
I've just got to be a leader. I'm 34 years old now. Like I'm one of the oldest in the team. I'm at a contract at the end of the year, so I'm like trying to lead by example, because people at my age can go off. I'm coming to the end of it. I don't need to prove myself, but I'm still keen on wanting to play on. I still test myself. I still push all the boys in training with fitness and strength. So I'm up there still with, in the top 2-3 lads in the team. So I try and lead by example like that. So if I can help any younger boys coming through going, fucking hell, Josh is 34 and still doing what he's doing. Like I'm 17, I can inspire to be like him.
Yeah.
I just try and set good examples out for everyone,
like
just to live up to. Yeah, it's just the way I am. Like say, when I was at Wigan, I had a lot of elder boys guiding me, so I feel like I've got to try and pass it on.
Yeah, I think if you've got that experience of having those people to look up to yourself as you then get older, it sort of like becomes like an ambition to set the example for the younger generation.
You get a little bit of a kick off it as well, I think.
Yeah. Were there any like examples of people that you looked up to, in your early years?
So when I was coming through at Wigan, there was a guy called Pat Richards on the wing, Aussie guy, like absolute athlete, carried hard, tackled hard, scored tries, kicked goals. Like he was like the man when I was coming through. So like being able to train alongside him and him pull me after training and say, right, Josh, we're going to do 50 catches here. We're going to do 50 low balls. Like it would just, he'd pull me to a side and guide me a little bit. So now I'm trying to do that with our younger boys. Like, here, mate, you could work on this a little bit better than that, or do this instead of that. So, like I say, I feel like I've learned off others, and I'm trying to teach.
Yeah, and I suppose like the attitude that you sort of get from that, from the younger guys and the way they respond to it is going to be quite fulfilling and rewarding as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because I say I'm not being big-headed, but my stats speak for itself. Like, and when I do talk, because I don't really talk in meetings, I don't feel like I need to speak up, or I like to
just
lead.
The numbers
I just lead by action, and that's what I mean. I think if I start talking to the younger lads and teaching, they do actually listen and take it on. So I feel like I've got a bit of respect there.
And for like your current training approach, mate, for like bodybuilding or resistance training, hypertrophy training, like what sort of split do you follow whilst like recovering from the demands of like your rugby training? Because how many? Well, you do 4 games a month.
Yeah, so we, depending when we play, so we could have like longer turnarounds or shorter turnarounds. So we could play a Sunday and play on a Thursday the week after. So that's like a short turnaround. So we'll probably only train once in between that. So, but we could do like a Sunday to Sunday where you get, or a Friday to Sunday, you get a bit of a longer turnaround. So we do a lot of like speed work. So like the gym will be fast.
Like plyometric stuff.
Yeah. A lot of banded stuff. But then me away from it, I train at a hybrid gym in West Horton. So I do a lot of like movement stuff. So like just to test the body a little bit more, snatching, cleaning, like because rugby players are all built muscular, all pec, back, like like where everyone's rounded, like because we're all chest and that's it.
Just
Do you know what I mean? So if you stand like rugby players to the side, they're all hunched.
Yeah.
Where I'm trying to like open everything up now, like because I know it works. Like I've done it now for 3 or 4 years where I've been training down there, so it's good to do something different away from just bench and back and lats. Like that's all we're doing in rugby.
And it's a lot of so it's like mainly like CrossFit movements.
Yeah, so like just trying to just open up. That's basically I say because we do dumbbell bench press at training. Like everything's like narrow where I want to like try and start because my shoulders are knackered anyway. Like I've got screws in this one, like plates in this one. It's like
those rugby related.
Yeah,
injuries,
it's just wear and tear of the sport. So anything different or movement wise I can work on, which prevent injury, I'll do.
I've always found doing like a lot of CrossFit, it's physically demanding, but it's quite high impact sometimes. You know, like doing like overhead squats and stuff. I always feel like it's going to fuck my shoulder.
Yeah, see, so I stay away from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't like,
can't
get anything back. Yeah. So it's either like a dumbbell snatch, single arm, or like, I just like the movement side of it all. I don't go to try and smash 110.
No,
snatch, you know what I mean? I'm like,
you go just do like for the movement side of it, you know, to keep mobile.
Yeah, and it's everything as well, isn't it? You're doing fitness as well as weights or movement milers. It's just like a good workout.
So do you not do like any hypertrophy at all now? Is it mainly just
now? Yeah, off season I will. Off season I'll go in and like still training live gym at Charlie where me and George used to train. Like Tom lets me go in there, so like it's still go in there and just smash like a big dirty leg session out.
Yeah.
Like just I'll focus on body parts through the off season.
Yeah.
And then
you've probably got more recovery time then, haven't you?
Yeah. So I can blast myself if I wanted to do like an heavy leg session, and I know that I've got 2 days off where I'm not going to be running. I'm not going to be doing anything else. And then when I'm leading into like pre-season, when I'm like 3 or 4 weeks away from it, that's when I'll start doing the movement side, and then ticking into pre-season.
And for like injuries, you talked about your shoulders. Have you had any sort of serious injuries? I think you mentioned before you've not really.
No, so I've had my meniscus taken out my left knee this year.
Yeah.
I've had ankle clean out. I've had meniscus in right knee repaired, but like majority, I think 65% is taken out, so there's not much left in that. I've had double hernia. I've had dislocation, sublux, something else in my shoulder. So I've got all screws in that. Mate, the worst one's my hand. Like I can't bend any of my fingers. So like day to day stuff, like buttoning Arlo's axles.
Right.
That's the worst one. Because like they're just all snapped. Like there's no feeling in them. Not just the claw.
Yeah.
So like all my injuries like go for it, but that's my worst one. Like like just day to day stuff.
Yeah,
trying
just like
to
the most like niggling.
Yeah, trying to put seatbelt in.
Yeah.
Like trying to put I'm like
you physically can't do it. Yeah. And have you got to have like do you try and like rehabilitate any of these injuries?
No, the tendons are all knackered in the sand. But like so my knee I've been working on past few weeks, like because I've got no meniscus in there now. It's just bone on bone. It's like it's a dull ache every morning. It's like I feel like an old man like hobbling out of bed, shuffling downstairs. But then when I start moving, it's fine. It feels like it just needs oiling up.
Should you do like ice baths and stuff for like your...
Yeah, I do a lot on cold stuff. I do a lot of hot yoga. Like I do look after myself. I know, like we speak about like being selfish. I'll take myself away and look after myself.
What, so to do like retreats or?
No, so like I just know that I'll go up Rivington and do a cold plunge in the waterfalls. Like mate's got a sauna and a plunge pool, so I go to his house. Like it's just like I say balance. I'm finding time as well. Like I say I'm not as a rugby player. I'm a father. I'm a husband. So I've got other things I need to be at as well.
How old are your kids now?
Arlo is 8, 9 this year, and Axel is 6, 7 this year.
Have they taken sort of inspiration from what you do?
Arlo's massive into sport. I say Axel's autistic, so he's more technology based. But Arlo's just next generation. He's probably better than he was probably better at rugby now than I was at his age.
Right. So a lot of potential.
Yeah, and he's good at football. He's going back to rugby union because he can tackle now. So like, they had an incident because it was tag in rugby union.
Yeah.
Arlo's been chasing this guy and just pencil snapped him. Like, and I was like, oh no. And he's like, oh, I forgot because he had rugby league Tuesday, rugby union Wednesday. So he just naturally tackled this kid, but like snapping a breadstick. This kid like
folded.
I was like,
folded.
no.
What does he prefer, league or union? And also on second question, what do you prefer, league or union?
Probably if me pushing him, I'll probably want to stick into rugby union. But I don't want him to have a lot of pressure on him going through rugby league because of who I am and the name of what I've done in my career. I don't want him to think, oh, that's Josh Charnley's son. Like he needs to be doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm not as pushy as probably what my dad was with me, but I like guide him on things. I'll say to him like, right, you need to be doing this. Like at the weekend, he played a team in Warrington and he kept grabbing and dragging down. I was like, Arlo, just put your shoulder in. And then next carry, boof, like smoked this kid in it. He looked at me, I'm like, there you go, like just listen. So yeah, I'm not as pushy, but I'll guide him and like I say, I don't want to be too strict on him and go, I don't want to do this, Dad. Like,
yeah, because you hear a lot of stories of like kids that are sons of like famous football players and stuff, and because like that's what they're expected to do.
Yeah,
it's the social pressure, I think, a lot of the time as well.
I know. So like I say, I try not to be involved too much. Like I'll let Zoe take him to training or like because it's a bit of her time as well with him because he is. I say I'm the fun parent. I think Zoe's like the strict parent. So when I come home from training, he's like, "Come play this, come do this." So like we're playing all the time,
dad.
but I'm
That's
the fun dad.
Yeah. Fun dad, yeah.
Whereas Zoe's like, "No, get in, like 2 times, so we're both
they
in."
just associate her with the one where they get a telling off.
Yeah. So no, it's good that like I say I don't want to be going into rugby training and all that. Oh, that's just Charnley's lad there, like. Let's target him or
yeah, because you'll have a lot of that, won't you?
Yeah,
people will want to try and prove a point.
Yeah, that they've done one over on.
Yeah, and Josh Charnley's lads.
Yeah. But no, he's gone. He's so good.
And he doesn't feel that sort of pressure.
No, he just goes out there and enjoys it. Yeah. Like he just loves playing with his mates, loves scoring tries, loves tackling. Like he's good.
Nice, man. And your mental sort of state, you know, transition or evolution since starting rugby, how would you say that sort of have changed? Is it evolved? Like,
yeah,
it has to. Like you're preparing for games and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the way of life, the way everything's changed at the minute, you've got to adapt with the situations you're in. I feel like I am pretty mentally strong. I don't think anyone could break me. We've done a lot. Like tough pre-season camps where you're physically and mentally put to the test, and if you break, you're weak. Like that's how we used to get taught. We used to do like marine camps and interrogated blindfold, dunks in water. Like you think like the nastiest stuff, and if you broke, the coach thought you were soft. You'd shy away from that ball on the floor that you need to dive on.
Do you think that's like quite a big, crucial, important part for a player?
Yeah, I think you've got, because it's not just the 80 minutes that you play and people see you. It's it's the 10,000 minutes through the week that you've got to be right for. There's different scenarios that you're in. Like I say, people only see you once you cross that whitewash to the final whistle. They don't know what's happened in your week or the day before, the day of the game. So you have to be mentally prepared to, try and switch the switch if there is something going on, or because there is people have different circumstances that they're going into a game with. Some might be ready for the game, some people might not want to play the game. But with me, I know that I don't take anything. As soon as I get to the game, I get there early. I'm always keen. I get there an hour before the boys get in there if it's a home game, because that's my time then.
Like psych yourself up.
And I just like to watch people come in. I get strapped early. I get my boots on early. I'm like, that's just who I am, and that's just the way I like to go about things. If I'm stressing that I'm stuck in traffic, or I'm like, fuck, I've not had my pasta at 4 hours before a game. I've not had, and then your mental health wise, like, you start doubting yourself. Where I feel like if I've got everything in plan, I know that I'm doing it. My mental wellness is right.
You sort of like sure of yourself.
Yeah.
You sort of have that organization.
Yeah, like I say, I like writing affirmations down that I'm ready. Like I've been ready all week. That's just the way it goes. I feel like if I'm prepared well, I'll play well.
And like the demands of family life at home, how do you balance that? Because you travel a lot for like a lot of your games, yeah.
Yeah.
And they go with you, or
Yeah. So Zoe and she'll drive the boy. If it's all around, because rugby league's more northwest. Like it's not too far. There's only 2 Hull teams that are probably the longer, or Catalan, France. So yeah, Zoe comes everywhere with the boys. You know, they're a big support unit for me, and you know, it's good to see them after a game. Like you get a good win, it's good to celebrate with them. But if you you get a loss, it's always good to see, you know, familiar faces stood there in the crowd.
is it like a big like why for you? Do you reckon?
Yeah,
Like,
it's all that's all I do it for now. Like I don't do it for me. I just do it for.
Whereas earlier in your career, a lot of it would
It'd just be for me and my dad and my mum. Like, but now it's just kids, my wife. Like I'm not bothered about what I do. I just want to, you know, make them proud.
Similar sort of thing for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, just with work, like we only coach guys at FC, don't we? And we've got like the mental health support now as well. So that's like quite a big thing for me, with like my personal like struggles and stuff from family. Talk to me about like, you know, life after rugby, mate. Do you think you're just gonna go full-time work? Do you think you're gonna like retire fully? Do you think you'll be at a position to retire fully? You know, what's that gonna look like?
No, I'll always work. My dad's a workaholic. Like I've got his drive, so I don't think I want to retire. Just to be fair, I can't afford to just go, right, you know what, I'm fishing every day, it'd
be nice.
I'd love to. Yeah, like I said, if rugby league was paid like football, I could. But that's not the image I've got. I'll be working soon as I reckon. If I retire the Monday morning, I'll be signing in and on site working.
What sort of time frame have you sort of got for that? Like, how much longer do you think you'll be competing at a high level?
So this is my like final year at Leigh.
Is it your final year?
Yeah, like at the minute, they're just my agents out there looking for next year. So if nothing comes, like I've spoken to my mum and dad, me and Zoe about if there's nothing out there, then that's me done. I'm happy with what I've done, what I've achieved. Like, but I say I've still got so much to give. But we spoke about money. We spoke about they could pay 3 or 4 young kids the price of what they could pay me and nurture them into what they want them. Do you know what I mean? It's just a food chain, that's all it is. A big conveyor belt, and once you're off the conveyor belt, there's a new kid coming down. It's just the way I think professional sport goes.
So, moral of the story is you could be next year, could be the following year after that.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm enjoying it at the minute, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah. Awesome, mate. And if you could go back to, you know, the 18-year-old that was sort of starting out, would you have done anything differently? Would you change anything, or what would you say to that person, you know, that was just starting out?
No, I'm so happy with what I've done, what I've achieved, the way I've gone about life. Like I say, there's so many sacrifices I've made. I've missed people's parties, I've missed things, but I've achieved everything I've wanted to achieve in the sport, and I think like I'm grateful of what I've done and the opportunities that I've been involved with. So no, I wouldn't change anything. Probably be a bit more smart with money, maybe, because like 17, 18-year-old, I'd just let my mates take my bank card, and you know, because I was earning okay at the time. My mates were on job seekers, like, do you know what I mean? When you're going out, going into Chorley, I'd just leave them a bank card, and then I'll get it off you in a couple of days. I wasn't bothered.
Yeah. It's not like you're living beyond your means, but like I've had that before, where you start to earn a little bit more money.
Yeah.
It's like you just sort of match.
Yeah, so you think
that, don't you? Yeah,
so
you start spending more.
That'll probably be my don't drive daft cars, don't buy stupid clothes. Like I was driving around in like a X5 M Sport, drunk about 120 quid worth of petrol in like 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? Like, but I've done it. I've enjoyed it. Like, but yeah, probably going back, I'd probably say just be a bit smarter.
And what's your advice to someone that would be like starting out in rugby in this day and age? I think?
It's totally different to when I started.
In what sense?
The sport in general. Like I say, them pre-season camps that I've been on, you can't do that anymore because the sport's not going that way. So I feel like people, social media is bad, I think, because you're easy gettable. And probably kids are probably starting off the careers, might have a poor game. Dave, for example, can go, "You've played shit."
Yeah.
And kids of this day and age, I think, read and like struggle with social media. Where I think like me back in the day, I've had everything thrown at me. I've had an ex-bird leak a naked picture of me.
No, really?
Yeah, I've been called everything. I've had told that my family needs to be burnt in a caravan. Like I've had everything put at me. Where I think if that happened now to a kid, I don't think they'd be like it.
Yeah, if you're quite a sensitive person, then you're doing it for the love of the sport. But it's like these influencers as well. Like if they make one wrong move, everyone just guns at them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So social media is bad. So probably it's just to be thick-skinned. Like just take it. Don't sponge it in. Just get on with it. Crack on. Like
some people just can't be though. I don't think. Like it's just not within them to be thick-skinned. They overthink everything. Like I've had it with transformations that are posted on the main page. Some will get like 10,000 plus likes, and they'll just get loads of shit thrown at them. I had a really good transformation. A guy called Hunter from America. He was from South Carolina, and he had a syndrome where he was like missing, like basically his whole left pec, and had a really good transformation, lost like over 10 kilos. We posted it. He finished his transformation, his phase 1, like the fat loss phase. He was buzzing about it. We posted it on the main page, and it went like viral for that. And people were like, "Oh, bro skips chest day and this and that," and it's just like. And then he was messaging me nearly in like. And trying to bring me like nearly in tears over it, and it's for some people, like especially for like the younger guys that we have coming through, can be really difficult. And then like people won't want like the transformations like showcased, because then they're just gonna think, oh, you're just gonna have like jealous
people are gonna slag me off. I can't because I'm looking good. People are gonna try and bring me down. That's all it is. Like I say, people probably want to be in that situation where because he's done the transformation, he's looking good, where probably he's called him to be a fat guy. Do you know what I mean?
Keyboard warrior, never stepped a foot.
Yeah, like
in a day is
that's just social media. That's what I mean. Like people are jealous of what you're doing and what people are achieving.
And do you have that a lot, like in the sport itself? Like like other rugby players that maybe either didn't make it or a little bit lower down potentially?
No, I don't think so. I think rugby league is a family, is a family unit. Everyone looks after each other. Like I think everyone gets behind each other. If a lad gets a serious injury, you probably get most of Super League Championship players messaging him saying like speedy recovery. Like there's no hatred against players. Like I think everyone's in it together because we're all in it. We're all doing it for the same thing. We all want to win silverware at the end of the year. Everyone wants to, prolong the careers and do well. So I think rugby league is pretty good with the way that everyone sticks together.
Just to finish, mate, I know we've been running for about an hour now. I think it flies, doesn't it, when you sat here? But at the end of each podcast, I like to just do like a few quick fire questions with each guest.
Yeah.
We don't need to. So I always say this, but then we might end up speaking for like another 10, 15 minutes or something. But what is your morning coffee order? Like if you go, I know you said you had decaf, right?
Yeah.
So what would you order if you went just a decaf for like a Starbucks?
No, I go Pret first thing in the morning, alt flat white.
Right. What's your favourite guilty treat?
I've got quite a few. I'll just go Hannah Jones's cakes.
Hannah Jones's?
Yeah.
Where is
Eglinton, little cake shop, mate. Unbelievable.
I'll have to.
You need it.
Yeah,
I'll send you a profile.
Send me it. I'll have a gander. One habit everyone should try. Like it could be like ice bath, yoga, sauna,
I bet everyone should try. I think just getting up early.
Not for me.
You need to try it.
I know. One moment in your career you'd relive?
Making my debut.
Your debut, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I've been a fan of the club for so long.
So long, yeah. It was like a big moment.
Big moment for not just for me, for my mates, my mum and dad, like sister, like everyone were there. So yeah, just relive that again.
And that's pretty much it, mate. Thank you for coming down, mate, and taking the time to come on the podcast.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
And next guest is going to be head coach Neil Shorhan. Remember to like, guys, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.